Squarespace has sponsored today's video, more about them at the end of my recipe. Huevos Rancheros is a great 10-minute breakfast and can be made with over 30 grams of protein. To start things off, I will show you how to make a super easy salsa. First, I will chop up a half yellow onion, this weighs about 25 grams, and then I will also slice a jalapeno. These are quite spicy, so you can also add only half if you want it more mild. Then I will also prepare 1 clove of garlic. If you give it a light smash with your knife, you can peel it a lot easier. Now, for a salsa, you could use canned and crushed tomatoes. However, for one person this might be a bit too much, so instead I will use 1 big fresh tomato, this weighs 200 grams. There is an easy way to make this. First slice it into halves, then prepare a plate, and then you will need a box grater. What's cool about this technique is that as you grate the tomato, the skin acts as a safety barrier between your fingers and the grater, preventing you from cutting yourself. I regrate the entire tomato until I end up with this puree-like consistency. To cook this, I will add a touch of oil into a pan on medium heat and then start with the jalapeno and the onions first. I will add a small pinch of salt. This will help extracting the water out of the vegetables and thus cooking them faster. After 3 to 4 minutes under occasional stirring, they will slowly become soft and get some color. This is where I will push them aside, add another touch of oil, and add in my clove of garlic with a garlic press. Keep frying this for about 15 seconds and then I will add in the grated tomatoes. Give it a stir, and as a seasoning I will add freshly ground black pepper, and instead of salt I will add in 10 grams of soy sauce. Soy sauce and tomatoes are an amazing combination. You have to try this out. So now give everything a stir, and as soon as it starts to boil, just leave it there simmering on medium heat until everything is reduced and turned into a thick, almost paste-like consistency. While this is simmering, I will make the other part of the recipe, and that's the egg. So usually this is made with a whole egg on top of a tortilla. 1 egg will add about 70 calories. But to add more volume and also protein, I will also prepare 100 grams of pure egg whites. 100 grams of egg whites have only 55 calories and 10 grams of protein. However, egg whites taste quite lame in itself, so here's a trick to make decent tasting egg whites. I will prepare 50 grams of deli meat. This is chicken. With 50 calories and 10 grams of protein, this is one of the best protein sources you can buy and is awesome in combination with egg whites. I will cut it into planks, turn it, and then again cut it into smaller cubes. The last thing to prepare is the base of this meal, and it's usually a small corn tortilla. However, I personally like flour tortillas a lot more than corn, so I will just use this instead. They both have pretty much the same macros, so calorie-wise it's no difference. Choose what you like more. Okay, let's get cooking. I will first start with heating up a dry pan and adding the tortilla. I will cook both sides for about 30 to 45 seconds, just until it starts to get lightly brown. I personally love these small burnt spots on the tortilla. After that, remove it and lay it on a plate. Then I will add a bit of oil into the pan and start with adding the chicken. I will fry this now on medium-high heat, just for about a minute or so, and you will see that it will caramelize and get these brown spots, which has a ton of flavor. After a minute, I will add in the egg whites and immediately start mixing. This is a matter of maybe 20 seconds or so. Egg whites are almost instantly cooked through. Just keep mixing everything. The chicken will infuse the egg whites with its flavor and taste amazing. Transfer everything on top of the tortilla, give the pan a small cleanup, add another bit of oil and crack in the whole egg. I will add freshly ground black pepper and a pinch of salt and close the lid so that the heat gets trapped and the egg cooks a bit faster. You can absolutely make both the egg whites and the whole egg simultaneously in the same pan. It requires a bit of practice, but it's not that hard. As soon as the egg is done, lay it on top of the egg whites, and now I will also top everything with my freshly made salsa that should be reduced to a very thick consistency by now. I will also add a bunch of fresh cilantro, and there you go. A healthy breakfast that will soon be part of my newly released cookbook. Low calorie, high protein recipes that keep you full and happy, lose weight and keep it off for the rest of your life. Finally, a diet that works. You buy the book once and get every recipe update in the future for free. See it as a once-in-a-lifetime investment into your health. Link is in the description. The recipe comes in with 355 calories, 30 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat and 32 grams of protein for every Huevos Ranchero serving. I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Squarespace. Squarespace is a platform where you can build your own website. Whether it might be your own blog, your online store, or your photo portfolio, Squarespace has a number of clean and professional templates to choose from, and it's incredibly simple to use. You can integrate consultation times if you are a personal trainer or have a password-protected member area for your clients. They also have a built-in web designer that makes sure your website looks great on all devices and not only on desktop. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Felu to save 10% of your first purchase of a website or domain.